Hello, and welcome back to TonySpeaks.com. I'm Tony T. It's now time for our WNBA. It's a four-pack for Sunday. Ramon Scott, you'll find his print plays over at TonySpeaks.com. He has been on an absolute tear the last 7 days. Baseball, NHL, soccer has just been pounding the bookies right now. MMA in the green here. Let's bring him right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Tony, they told me there's no sports in the summer. I mean, we're finding whatever we can. We're turning it into a little profit here.
That is true. Ramon, you can see the profit results here from Ramon been outstanding. We're going to cover WNBA. It's a four-pack here for Sunday. We begin with the ESPN3 game, Liberty at the Dream. The Liberty here going to be 9 here on the road. The total 161.5.
Yeah, Tony got a big four-pack here on Sunday, and go with the New York Liberty here and the Atlanta Dream in this one. You got New York looking terrific here, 14-3 right now. Tony, Liberty coming off of a win on Saturday over the LA Sparks, 98-88, as predicted here in a way. Tony, we did win all of our plays here on the show yesterday. We're going to come at you with some more winners here. And we told you, the Liberty could get it done in a high-scoring game, and the back door would probably be wide open. And they seem to win every game against the Sparks and not cover, and that's what they did yesterday. Now, when they take on the Dream here, though, first meeting was 78-61 Liberty. They did get the money in that one, winning comfortably by 17 points, well under the 163.5. Yeah, the Liberty might look like they're a big-time offensive team here, but on the road against a team like Atlanta right now, again, everyone wants to downgrade them a little bit. I just think they're just playing, they are what they are, I think, right now, Tony. They're 6-8 straight up. They look to me like just a middle-of-the-road team, but I think at home they can play a pretty tough game. They are certainly known a little bit as a defensive club. Atlanta's gone under in 5 of their last 6 at home. They're also 1-4 to the under as a dog. New York's gone under in 5 of their last 7 on the road. The Liberty have done very well here when coming down to take on Atlanta. Tony, they've covered 5 straight meetings. I'm going to look for this one to go under tonight, this afternoon, with the Liberty and Atlanta.
All right, Ramon Scott, hit the link below for his best bets, Liberty and Dream. The pick here will be under total of 161. All right, guys, please use that promo code Tony T at checkout. You'll save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue here on this WNBA 4-pack as we get ready for the next game on the board. All right, we got the Sun and the Storm going head-to-head here. We see the Storm favorite here at 1.5, where the total sits at 157.
Yeah, so for the Sun and the Storm, Seattle returns home. They were on the road for a little bit. It's interesting where they're at right now, Tony. At basically number 4 record in the league, 9-6 overall. Yeah, they're taking on a powerful Connecticut here, number 1 team record-wise in the league. But both teams coming off losses, ironically, to the Las Vegas Aces. So maybe we could kind of compare how that one went, right? We saw Connecticut. Yeah, they were big underdogs. Odds makers knew what they were doing in that one, Tony. They maybe knew that Connecticut, maybe this has been a weaker schedule so far that Connecticut has taken advantage of, and now here they are going out kind of on the road. That was the talk, was they had not gone this far west so far this season, and how would they fare? Now, Connecticut, to be fair, has done pretty well against Seattle. They've won 6 straight in this series and covered 5 of the last 6 meetings. But Seattle's going to feel pretty comfortable here, especially defensively, I would think, Tony. Connecticut does play some pretty decent defense. They've gone under in 7 of their last 10. I'm going to end up going under. I just want to note, Tony, that, Seattle's coming home here for 9 straight games. If you think that Seattle might be your team to win the title, or maybe to win the West, I think this would be a great time to look at them in the futures market, because with 9 straight wins, they could go from 9 wins to more than 15 wins the way they're playing here very quickly as we go into the in and out of the break a little bit. The schedule will stretch a little bit, but still, just knowing that they played 9 straight games at home I don't expect them to have an awful homestand the way things are going for Seattle. So I think I'd kind of look at them if you were in the futures market. Now's a good time. But we're going to go under in this one, Tony, here on Sunday with Connecticut and Seattle.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his best bets, Sun and Storm. The pick here would be under total of 156. All right, let's continue here on our pack here from Ramon Scott. You'll find the screenplays over at tonyspace.com. Click the link in the description and get signed up. All right, let's continue here on our rundown as we get ready here for the next game on the board. All right, we got the Wings at Mystics here. We see the Mystics won. The total sits 162.
Yeah, we can kind of make fun of all the matchups there a little bit, but this one certainly, Tony, we can has a storyline anyway since the teams met on Saturday and it went according to as planned, in form, according to form. Tony, however you want to look at it, Dallas lost their 10th straight game on the 10th straight game overall, 97-69. Tony, figure this: the Mystics here have won 3 out of their last 4. They're 3-13 overall, so they've covered 5 of their last 6. Now, here's the thing, Tony. This will be easy. Dallas outscored, Washington outscored Dallas 51-17 off the bench on Saturday. We talked about how Dallas was totally depleted right now. That's their whole problem here this season right now with this 10-game losing streak, 2-8 against the spread. They did get the money in a couple of them. They are a dog here. This is the first time all season that Washington will have been favored. But again, Tony, if it was 51-17 off the bench yesterday, and Dallas, that is totally their problem right now. They're just short on personnel. That I would think even here against Washington, like I said, 51 points off the bench for the Mystics. It was a 22 number 4 draft pick Emily Engstler with 23 points, a career high. So contribution from all over. That shows you, I think, exactly what's going on in this little back-to-backer. And I'm thinking we're just going to get a repeat performance tonight. Maybe they can close the gap. But I'm going to go ahead and do the points here, the 1.5 this time. They were a dog today. They'll be favored on Sunday, but we're going to take the Washington Mystics to win again, Tony. I don't think they're over. They're not going to be moving up too far in the standings, but get these wins while you can, and I think they have an opponent they're going to beat here again on Sunday.
All right, well, Scott, click the link below for his best bets, Wings and Mystics. It'll be the Mystics laying the 1.5. All right, let's continue on, guys. See that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue on as we get ready for Game 4 on this 4-pack from the WNBA. Fever at Sky on ESPN. We've got the Fever 1.5 on the road, total 169.5.
Yeah, Tony, the ticket prices are a little bit different here for this one than the last one. I was going to take you to the Washington-Dallas game, but after, having a great day on Saturday, maybe we can afford this one, Tony. The $350 ticket here to get into this one with the Fever and the Sky. We all know why. We don't have to make any funny stories up or anything about it. And it's not so much the rivalry. Yeah, well, okay, it's about the rivalry here. So Indiana 7-10, Chicago 5-9. They've met twice. Indiana won them both, Tony, and got the money in both. The first one was close. The second one, 91-83 6 days ago. Remember, that was 174 points in that one, Tony. The Sky, they're not playing much defense. They were supposed to be better defensively than they are, and it's not working out. They seem to not have very good focus on the court here. Yeah, they've gotten a win or two of late, but Indiana is one of the hottest teams certainly in the league. I think they're not. Maybe it's surprising because of the start that they had, but again, they had the tough schedule. You've got to work these rookies in. They had, some injuries as well, so that's how winning teams are kind of built, Tony. They kind of find themselves, start to play better, start to win games, and next thing you know, you're on a little bit of a roll, and that's where Indiana is right now. You definitely can throw them in the mix as far as, more towards the middle of the pack. They're not down there anymore with the also-rans this season. Now, Indiana, Tony, They are the over team of the league. They've gone over in 13 of their 17 games uh, so far. They're also 5-1 to the over as a favorite. Chicago 6-3 to the over as an underdog. I won't, you know, discuss that individual matchup too much. That's not what this is all about. Although I must say, when that individual matchup, the player that maybe wins that matchup could be the better team in this game. I'm going to go over though, Tony. That's how I see this exciting game tomorrow. Everybody's going to be looking forward to with the fever in the sky. This one starts at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific on Sunday. Over the total, Fever and Sky.
All right, Ron Scott, click the link below for his best bets. Fever and Sky to go over total of 169.5. All right, we got you through this 4-pack from the WNBA for Sunday. Now it's time to turn our attention over to Tony'sPicks.com for the Sunday card. You can see Ramon enjoying a great past 7 days, really highlighted by a really good baseball over the last 7 days, over 1,300 units of profit. Great hockey, soccer, MMA as well. Of course, we do have the 4 here for WNBA. Do have 14-game card from MLB. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, Tony, it's Sunday in the major leagues, so we better keep hammering it right now. We're on a pretty good run here, especially with our totals in Major League Baseball. You know, that's my specialty. So a lot of people give out sides, run lines, whatever the case may be. You like to maybe increase your position on particular games. Totals are sometimes the toughest. I'm your totals man. Come on over to Tony'sPicks.com and hang out with me, and I'll give you totals for your sides over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine on Sunday in Major League Baseball. Big card here as well in the WNBA. 4 games are all in the afternoon here, right? Really in that little block. Tony, you mentioned it. The 3 games at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, and then the big Fever and Sky game. So, yes, I'll be on alert here for the action on Sunday in the WNBA, Tony, and we'll have a great day here for our sports weekend. Get ready for another sports week, and get ready for Monday as well with that final game of the Stanley Cup. Tony, what's going to happen on Monday night? Grab a 3-day All Sports Pass and find out with me with the All Sports Pass there. You see it, use that promo code. It says 99 there, but if you take off the 20%, it'll be even less. And I'm going to be rolling here this week with Major League Baseball and the WNBA. So join me over at Tony'sPicks.com. And on Sunday, I'll have a individual package that goes off kind of early, Tony, because of the early baseball. So just be ready if you're watching this. If you are, your games are just probably getting ready to roll here. So join me over at Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. We're going to get in and get out, Tony. Sunday, it's quick in the afternoon. Let's get our bag and then settle in for that big game 7 on Monday. I'll have a premium pick. You better believe it. Yeah, I've been riding that 10-1 futures, Tony. It's been a little uncomfortable. I think I've lost a little equity here over these 3 games with the Oilers smashing, but it's going to be still an exciting week of sports, highlighted by that Game 7, certainly on Monday night.
That's right, guys. You got both Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the great results over the last 7 days. All sports combined, highlighted by a monster baseball here, 1,341 units of profit. So click the link in the description, land on Ramon's handicapper page. You can scroll up and down here. You'll find pick history here from Ramon. We use a third-party service to give us the odds, scores, and grading. You can verify all these numbers. Every pick Ramon has put into the system is documented at Tony'sPicks.com by a third-party service. So go ahead and get on board. You see the long-term passes there. Of course, there'll be some best bets, multi-packs. Those are profit guarantee on the 1 days. They must turn a profit or the amount purchased will be credited to your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. Whatever you do, just remember that promo code TonyT at checkout saves you 20% off. Click the link in the description. Get there and get signed up. Right, Ramon also hosts the Morning Steam here live every day on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. A free pick from every game for the major board. It'll dive into some peripherals. It's chat-driven show, so folks in the chat can chime in with their picks and their suggestions for Ramon. I'm Tony T. We'll talk tomorrow.